Damn, you made the A-list?
A-list.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of A-List Cigar Lifestyle, Cigar Talk. Tonight, from Detroit to Dallas, we got something special for y'all. Something that y'all did not see coming. We got a twist for y'all. We still gonna have our conversation about cigars, smoking a nice one, having great moments and memories. But for this episode, Mr. Khaled from Detroit to Dallas is here to talk about his new business. He's a sponsor for A-List Cigar Talk. So tonight, we had him come down to the studio, and we're going to talk about Wing Snob. How are you doing this evening?
Wonderful, brother. How about yourself?
I'm doing just fine. So let me ask you a question. From Detroit to Dallas, now you're sitting here in A-List Studios. Where did this wing concept come from?
Actually, it derived from Detroit, Michigan. A couple good buddies of mine, Brian and Jack, out of suburbs of Detroit, came up with this concept back in 2017. And they've grown it Midwest, Canada, throughout U.S., and an opportunity came for me to bring it down to Dallas, and that's what I did. And we started with one store down here with a franchisee, and then there we now have 4 stores open and about 2 under construction.
So you got 4 stores here and 2 under construction.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay if we ask the locations of these stores?
Yes, we have a store. First store open was in Allen.
Okay.
And then we had Frisco, which is right on the border of Frisco and Little Elm, Forney and Louisville. And then the ones under construction is Carrollton and South Lake.
Okay, so now let me ask you this. Wing Snob.
Yes, sir.
Where does that come from?
When you say where does the name come from? Well, actually, I can't take any credit for the name. Again, I'm the master franchisee for the DFW area, so I'll
Understand.
out the areas. But I adopt the name, I adopt the brand and the vision that Brian had when he came up with this idea. I thought if you think about the name Wing Snob, it's really about that one person who really believes that their thoughts, that their belief is greater than anybody else's, right? And that's that snob, someone that stands, strong for what they believe in. With all that said, Wing Snob is a true wing connoisseur, somebody that knows wings in and out, from texture to taste and size or what have you.
So let's go a little bit deeper into Wing Snob. What sets y'all above all the other wing stops? Because there's a lot of people going independent, chef and leaving restaurants, starting their own wing style, moving from here and moving to there. What set Wing Snob to the elite?
Well, Wing Snob, first, we are a fresh, never frozen product. So that's the first thing that separates us. The majority of those other brands, they actually have a frozen product. They get it frozen, thawed out, what have you. Ours is fresh, never frozen. We use a premium product from a premium supplier. And then we have a marinating process with our wings for up to 12 to 18 hours.
Okay, now you know the marinade, I know all about that. Me being the big boy, being chef, you on A-List Cigar Talk. But A-List Cuisine, we'll get to that another, because you didn't taste my macaroni and cheese. That's a whole nother level. So where we going to go from here is break down your menu. Tell us about the things that y'all have. What can we see in the future, and what do you have to offer?
Okay. Well, generally, we start off with our basic wings. We have the traditional wings. We have the tenders, and we have our boneless wings, which is tenderloins, cut in half, nice sized chunks. They're all marinated and slightly, lightly battered and flash fried. We also just added thighs and legs to our menu, which is amazing to us, and is marinated the same way. We also provide sliders and collie wings. So our cauliflower wings, you get them in the same seasonings and sauce as you get the wings in. And then of course we just launched a variety of fries. We call them snobby fries, and it's just, man, you can get them loaded with any and everything you can possibly think of on top of them. Just loaded with, whether it be Cajun, ranch, or barbecue, and just so forth and so on. You got to check out the menu for that. We also provide some other things like cornbread and desserts.
Okay, I see that. Now let me ask you this. Being a young entrepreneur, moving from Detroit, Michigan down to Dallas, what education, what knowledge can you give a young man that's trying to follow in your footsteps to have that same vision and to be great like you?
Well, man, first off, it takes ambition. You know what I mean? You really got to be ambitious about something like this. You got to have some type of desire to see growth and a desire to expand. So because one store or one location, it's not one that's going to get you on the other side of the fence. You know what I mean? It would take multiple locations to do that. But with that said, someone who desires to do this, I would say definitely, if they're looking specifically to get into this business, they can reach out to me directly or look up the wingsnob.com and, put an inquiry in for franchise.
So what you have in 4 different locations, what's the best sauce in each location? You got Allen, like you said, you got Little Elm, we got Frisco, and you said your store real soon in Carrollton. Yeah. So what's the best flavor you have for us?
Honestly, man, for me, the best flavor is our Cajun. Our Cajun is amazing, brother. Just a very flavorful, I would say more of a New Orleans-based type of cuisine, seasoning. But others, there's people that really like our chili pepper,
okay,
our sweet chili. I'm sorry, and then we have one called the awesome sauce. It's a Carolina-based barbecue sauce with a twist of mustard and some other flavors in there, man. Just really amazing. Very popular, and it scores well with kids and adults the same. But we, of course, when it comes to the actual products, wings traditionally are actually the traditional wing is really the most popular because everybody loves wings.
Which is true.
But I'd say we've been turning a lot of our traditional wing lovers over to our tenders, to our boneless wings. Our boneless wings are, again, fresh, never frozen, marinated and flash fried. When it comes out, it's juicy, it's tender, it has all of the flavors to it, just enough crisp. So yeah, those wings are pretty good. Of course, we just rolled out our legs and thighs, and who don't love like a set of legs and thighs?
Now, speaking for myself, you met my beautiful wife, Lorraine. She loves that y'all finally put her 2 favorite flavors together, buffalo and lemon pepper. And what's more, even better about it, it's so hard to find a good fresh wing. With me being a chef, what a lot of people don't know, when they put wings and other meats in stores, they inject it with certain stuff to keep it lasting longer. That takes away from the meat texture. That's just something that you are up on your competition against. That's one reason why we got you down here at A-List. Hey, people, don't forget to try Wing Snob. 4 locations. We coming to y'all soon. Let's get back to these questions.
Yeah, so we also have a fashion show coming up. It's it's going to be at the Empire Room. It's going to be June 12th, Sunday, from 7 to 11 p.m. Yeah. And then, so that particular fashion show, we are partnering up with a nonprofit organization in Oak Cliff. And it's it's an Oak Cliff-based nonprofit. And just helping that out, that's going to be a great majority of the proceeds are going to go to that organization. But we're also going to have some very unique guests there. There's going to be some judges, some senators, some state reps, and some actual mayors that's going to walk in our fashion show. So it's going to be a pretty cool event. I'll make sure I get more information for you, let you know.
All right. Real soon, we about to get into these wings. Hey, we're back here at A-List Cigar Talk with our sponsors, Deception, Just Not Another Whiskey, a perfect blend, something different. When you go to a cigar bar, you just looking to relax, ask for a bottle of Deception. We're also here with our other sponsors from Wing Snob, a great chicken wing, fresh, something like you've never had. But first, we're going to get back into this Deception and figure out what's the art behind it. What makes it different?
So what we did, man, was we created the perfect blend. It's 40% alcohol by volume, 80% proof, and this is not your grandfather's whiskey. What we did was we wanted to create something that was as strong as your average whiskey, so that's why it's still 80 proof, but not as sweet, or not as hard, I'm sorry, but sweet.
Okay.
Help me out.
So we wanted it to be sweet, but not too sweet. Most of the time, you jump into your flavor whiskeys.
Yes.
It's either way too sweet.
Great.
That's what you get most of the time. So we was like, you know what? We're not really rocking with what we tasting. So we got to create our own. So what we did was we went and found that, like you said, that perfect blend. Found the right amount of honey, and we wanted to, keep the kick as well. We didn't want to override the kick. We found that combination, and boom, we got Deception Honey Flavor Whiskey.
So now, let me ask this question. Deception Honey Whiskey Flavor. What about it, when I go out and I'm on a date, will make me say, I want Deception?
The name alone.
What is the name?
If you're having a bad day,
Bad
sometimes
day?
you got to trick yourself. Take a shot of Deception and just turn it around. It's a turnaround.
So
it's a turnaround.
Okay. How would you describe it to go with the nice cigar?
Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. I don't smoke cigars on the regular, but when I do, of course, I'm drinking Deception Honey Flavor Whiskey. I smoke Rocky Patel when I do smoke them.
Okay.
And it meshes really well together.
Okay, with you smoking Rocky Patel, are you smoking medium, dark, or heavy?
No, I'm smoking medium for sure.
Okay, because see, I've been smoking since I was 11, so I smoke real heavy.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother subject.
Yeah.
So, okay.
But it's a honey. So I think a honey would go more with a mild or medium cigar.
Keep it smooth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I see. That's what your mission was here, and that's going to work well.
Okay, so from Deception, what can we expect from y'all in the future?
Well, we're working on a tequila right now. We got to get the tequila.
Two of my favorite
We
pastimes.
Tequila.
Tequila.
Yeah, we got our whiskey. We in love with Deception Honey Flavor Whiskey. So we said, you know what? As it's growing, we're going to plant another seed and let it sprout. So that's what we're doing right now with the tequila.
Well, it's funny that you said you want to make it grow and sprout. A-List Cuisine is my second business, and with me being a chef, I love food. And the one thing I love about food is you can pair it with anything if you have the right mind and the right vision.
Right.
So I was sitting back one day, and I'm at the cigar bar, and somebody was like, "Hey, chef, why don't you try this Deception?" I was like, "I don't know what that is, but go ahead and bring me the bottle." So I'm sitting back, me and my homeboy Reggie from Detroit, and by the time I got halfway through the bottle, my mind said, what can I give Vic that he ain't never thought about?
Yeah.
I do know Kyle. Wing Snob. How can we bring them together? Now we got a Deception wing sauce.
How do we come up with this?
Oh,
That's the
We
question.
got to get a chef some props.
Oh, man.
Okay.
To it.
So I'm going to tell you how it is. Y'all about to, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to break it down just like this. First, I took Deception. I boiled it down to 1/4 of the pot. So you bring out that sweetness, like you said, because it's not just another whiskey.
Right.
So once you get it boiled almost down, you add a half a stick of unsalted butter. The reason you add unsalted butter, it does not take away from the flavor or your hard work that y'all have put into it.
Right.
So it's still 100% Deception.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
From there, we took it to the next level.
Yeah.
So then I got ice. It's called the ice bath.
Okay.
So you fill a sink up with ice and cold water. You get the water below 32 below zero. You take Deception as it's in 1/4 in the pot. You let it sit and you knock off the simmer as you slowly add your seasonings. I can't tell nobody y'all seasoning because it's y'all sauce. We talk about that off
We
camera.
appreciate that.
But you see how you had to go and take it apart. So both of y'all have tasted the sauce. What do y'all think about the sauce?
Man,
I like the sauce.
yeah, it's
I like
great.
it. It's real sweet. Not too sweet, I'm sorry. With a light little tangy taste to it. Maybe sesame hint. So I like it. I think it'll blend well with foods.
Yeah, and it's unique for us too because it's a sauce that we don't particularly carry right now. That flavor, those notes that you have in there, that mother, that earth that you got in there with them seasonings from the allspices and whatnot. Nutmeg, it even give you a little kick of that like Thanksgiving dessert, like a peach
So you
cobbler.
can think about this. What I wanted to do, once I looked at Deception, I wanted it to give that same nice golden color.
You did that.
When the sun hits it, it still shines.
Yeah.
But what if you can do that same thing with wings?
Yeah.
So, called up my brother here,
Of course.
came through with Wing Snob.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know, he has 4 new locations. We got Allen, Frisco, on the borderline of Little Elm, and the
Okay.
next one gonna be in Carrollton. So I was like, I'm a fat boy, so I'm gonna put them together regardless. But you know,
Right.
I gotta take it to another level.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting back, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna put this sauce on the wings that have their own flavor in the stores. So we about to dig into these wings and get just people honest reviews.
Yeah.
What can we do to expand, to make your vision grow with the Wing Snob vision and also this A-list lifestyle? Because we trying to take this to the next level.
That's definitely a flavor I've never tasted before, and that's
Yeah.
I can taste it on the chicken already.
I
can taste it.
No.
So whenever you're ready, open a box, put the sauce on there.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to get y'all because I'm here
Do it.
to be the motivator behind y'all.
Well, let me do this. Let's start with I think the best one. If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna go with right here. We got some lemon pepper and we got some. Actually, I believe this is chicken and waffle.
Okay.
We got some forks over there. Somebody, you know, mind?
Now let me ask you this. Let me ask all y'all that. Flat me in the or the leg. The flat of the leg.
Leg.
The flat of the leg.
Leg.
What we doing?
I'm flats, man.
Okay,
I'm flats.
Flat.
What we have here, honestly, you got flats, you got drums. I mean the legs.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call them. You got tenders here, which is actually our boneless.
Okay.
We got legs and thighs, but they pre-seasoned Cajun, and then over there you got our sliders.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you, young lady. Ladies and gentlemen,
It looks delicious.
Vanna wrong over there. And I'm just saying, listen. Go ahead, fellas. Y'all dig in. Give it a shot.
And fork over
Yeah, here you go, bro. Recommend if you want to try that. That's got a little. This is a tip.
Okay.
Boneless flavor.
All right, I'm gonna try the boneless first then.
It's immaculate.
Take it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, that's a nice combination.
Try the sauce first.
You know, I eat.
But this is amazing. Great job. You got me thinking.
Tell us what it give you. Tell us what the sauce give you with the food.
It's grown. It really, this is more of an adult version of sauces, you know, and that's just from my experience dealing with this. In the swing business, has a real adult flavor to it, a bottom to it. That's warm. You know, it's almost like peach cobbler in there, low key. But I think that pairs well with this honey because the honey is from the Deception is coming out, and the spices. I don't know, man. This tastes pretty damn good, bro.
What about you, big bro? How you feel about it?
You ain't gonna bring out food in my mouth.
Man, to tap on what he said, it's delicious, man. I think when you mix the sauce with the wings, it gives it like a Caribbean taste, almost like a jerk vibe. And for me, somebody that likes spicy food, don't like to eat too many spicy foods, adding this sauce to it kind of gives it that feel, which I think is pretty cool. You know what I mean? It's pretty good.
Boy, good. That boy good. I don't got all the words. It's just good. It's good. Like it's really good. It's amazing.
Good
Yeah.
job, bro.
But this is great.
Chef.
Well, I'm blessed to say I'm thankful that everybody like this combination of great young minds coming together. You be able to put something together great like this. You got our sponsor, Deception. You got our sponsor, Wing Snob. You know what I'm saying? We're giving people something new. But thanks for coming out. We had a beautiful night. A-List, we see y'all on the next Cigar Talk.
Damn, you made the A-list?